Hello everybody. So we're going to do a St. Patrick's Day wreath tonight. If you've been with me for any length of time, you know every year I do one of these little guys. We call him Lucky. So we're going to do Lucky tonight. We are going to put him on a 24-inch pine wreath base. This came from my wholesaler Sims. So I'm going to be doing that. I already got it kind of fluffed out here a little bit. We are going to use some 10-inch mesh. I've cut, I had a whole roll of this lime green. So those are cut at 20 inches. Then I had a little bit of this emerald green left over from another project. So we're going to use that. I cut that up. So there's probably only like 6 pieces of this. So, and then I also have some black. I'm trying not to knock everything over here. Trying to keep it all. Some black 21-inch that I'm trying to use up. This is the last of the roll, and I think there's 6 pieces of this. And what we'll do is we'll curl it like it is, and then we'll just do it in like a awareness ribbon and put that in there to take up some space. All right, so then we're going to put Lucky on there, and I made him a little pot of gold this year. So what I did was I ordered these from Amazon. It just comes with a rope hanger on it. Before I spray foamed it, I put pipe cleaners and holes in the back to put it on my wreath, which I should have done one more up here on the top, and I did not. So we'll see how this works, and if it doesn't, then we'll figure something out. I stuffed it with tissue paper in the bottom so that I did, or not tissue paper, this brown, here, let me see if I have the other one over here. This brown paper. You get it with packages sometimes. I stuffed some of that in the bottom so that I didn't have to fill the whole cavity up with that foam. Then I sprayed the foam on top of that. So it's in there. It's not going anywhere. It's good to go. So we've got another one of those. And then I took the little gold coins that you can get from the dollar store. I've had those for a while. And then I glued those all in here until it looked like this. So we have our pot of gold. He's going to be sitting on the pot of gold this time. I've got some greenery that we may use. I do have a sign. We usually put a sign that says something with Lucky's name on it in it. I have this one. I might use this one tonight. I'm not sure if I'll have enough room for it. We'll have to see. And then I've got a bunch of ribbon here, and I don't know what I'm going to use yet to make a bow and possibly some tails. So we'll get started with this first. We'll stuff this up with mesh so that we have a nice thick base to put everything in. We're going to oval it out a little bit, and then we're going to put Lucky in there. I will tell you that I did some surgery on Lucky. I don't know if you know this, but some of these come with these bags. It's for weight, so they can sit on like a shelf or whatever. This one is all sand. Usually it's rocks. So down the seam, I cut him and took the bag out. I sew it up because I like it sewed. I don't like to glue it. Although you can glue it if you want to, that's up to you, but I like to sew it up. So the stuffing that's in there, I just moved it around so that his bum was a little fuller, which, like I said, he's going to be sitting on his pot of gold, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't want him to add weight to the wreath, so I take that bag out. If you don't want to take it out, that's totally up to you. That's just how I do it. All right. Whew, so how's everybody doing? All right, so tonight I think I'm going to try something different. I watched another wreath maker, and they fold their mesh like this. And I've seen other people do it too. I know it's nothing new. I've just never tried it, so I thought I would give it a try. They fold it in half, and then they ruffle it. So I thought I'd give it a try and see how I like it. It'll help with the fraying as well. All right, we're going to fluff that up. I got a little too much going on one side here. Oh, I forgot to text Susan and tell her I was live. I guess she'll figure it out. All right, so we're going to go... I only got 6 of these, so... I don't know, maybe every 2. We'll see how this goes. We will see how it goes. I'm not really worried about any kind of pattern because, like I said, this is all going to be, this is just for fluff. You know, it's there for filler. I've seen a lot of questions lately about why do you put mesh in if you're just going to cover it up? Well, it's a base. It's just like your wreath frame. It's a base. And you want a nice fluffy base. You don't want everything you put on here to sink down to the bottom. So if you put mesh on there, it gives it a little bit of oomph, lift. That's just my opinion. Do with it as you will. I kind of like that. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to knock that off, so I better move it. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hello, welcome. If you're new to my page, please say hello so we can give you a nice warm welcome. All right, we got one more going in here, and then we're going to put some in the top. So as you can see, there's 3 over here together. It's not a big deal. If I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't notice when it's all done anyway. Alright, so again, these are cut at 20 inches. I keep saying 10 inches. Cut at 20 inches. It's 10-inch mesh. Alright, once I put these in, I will start putting in some of that black to fill in up here. And I'm just using up mesh that was laying around, extra pieces. It's a good way to get rid of them, bury it in these wreaths, because it really isn't going to be seen all that much. So why not get rid of it and use it for filler? Right? Right. Alright, now we're going to do the 21 inch. These are cut at 15 inches. They have a natural curl to them already. So we're just going to take it and the heck is that? Cross it over so it looks like an awareness ribbon. Sorry, somebody was looking in my shop, I guess. Alright, this wreath is listed in my shop. It just does not have photos, obviously. It says made on Facebook Live. So if anyone is looking for a St. Patrick's Day wreath and likes the Leprechaun, hey, go grab it. You'll find it at wreathdecorbydawn.com. There's our base. Alright, we're going to try to do this without breaking the frame. So I'm taking it and I'm just getting that frame on the desk so that I can bend it. I don't want to hear a pop. Alright, so there, we have it ovaled out. So if you can look at it now, it's more oval. Like that. Yeah, ouch. Alright, now we're going to put in our pot of gold and lucky. So like I said, if you weren't here at the beginning, I got this on Amazon. It's just a plastic black cauldron. I stuffed it with tissue paper, actually brown paper. Let me get this one out so I can show it to you. Alright, my table's in the way. I must have moved it. Alright, there it is. I took some of this brown paper that came with a package, stuffed it in the bottom, spread it out, filled it with spray foam, and that's how I got this. Then I took the spray foam and I covered it with these little plastic gold coins from the dollar store. filled it up to make it look like a pot of gold. There we go. Oh, before I put the spray foam in, I did attach pipe cleaners. I poked 2 holes in it with my drill, one at the bottom so it can sit at the bottom and then attach to the sides. I did not put anything at the top, which I probably should have, but we're going to find out right now if I should have. So I want it to sit in the wreath a little bit because we have to keep in mind shipping. My boxes are 8 inches, so I have to be able to get this in an 8-inch box, depth-wise. So it's going to sit a little bit in the wreath, and then he is going to sit on top of it. So I'm going to grab, see if I can do this by myself. I'm going to grab the bottom one, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to attach it there to the top ring or inside ring of the frame. Never, never, never want to attach things to the green ties or mesh because they will rip and your thing will not stay. So I'm going to pull this in. Might have to move this stuff out of the way a little bit. There we go. I should have probably done this ahead of time, but I wanted to make sure that y'all got to see it. So I don't want it to stick out too much in the back because it's got to go on a door. So we don't want it hitting the door. All right, so I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to twist this around. Hello, welcome everybody. I see a lot of people watching. Say hello. All right, then I'm going to take this one, twist it this way a little bit because I need this other one over here. There it is. There's one. Where's the other one? There, right there. That's what I want. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to tie it to the inside ring right here. And I'm just using black pipe cleaners. They'll hold, no problem. We'll pull it back out in a second once I get all this in. So I'm going to pull these up so that these kind of hide my, it's not going to hide it, but something floating around in here, my nose. Alright, so we're going to do that one. Going to twist it. And then I'm not going to tie them off until I'm done because then I can adjust if I need to. Now we're going to push it back out so that we can see the pot of gold. And if I have to loosen it, I still can. So there. So he may not be able to sit on top of it now, but we'll put him next to it. We'll see. And I didn't take the cord off of here. I should have left it. I need to adjust it. So we'll adjust that later. It's sitting too far to one side. All right. Again, here's Lucky. We did a little surgery on him. I split his pants open. We cut open the felt that's underneath there that goes on top of the bag. This is the bag that was inside of him for weight. This is all sand. Call it dirt from China. I sew mine back up. You can hot glue it however you want. I just prefer to sew it for safety reasons, for me to know it's not coming undone. That's all. So we're going to take him and we're going to put him right here on top of the gold. So I need one right on the back of his bum and right on the back of his neck. So I'm going to take my floral wire. This is a 26 gauge silver floral wire. We don't need a whole lot, but I always cut way too much. Alright, so we're going to go with those two first, and then we're going to use our weaving needle. If you don't have any of these weaving needles, they really help you get your signs and attachments on your wreaths. So you want to grab a couple of those. I sell them in my shop. Alright, so we want this to go on the back of his bum. So right here, I'm going to grab a nice big chunk of this material. I want to go through the material, so I'm going to use my metal one. You'll find those needles in my shop at wreathdecorbydawn.com. There is a link up in the description for them. It'll take you right to the listing. They come in a pack of 5, and we have 2 different sizes. Alright, so I'm going to twist that around. So we got a nice big chunk, so I don't have to worry about that material ripping if I tug too hard on it. And then I want to go right here in the back of his neck where his jacket is, because that's the thicker material as well. Hello everybody, welcome. Come in and say hello. I also sell glitter in my shop now, guys. You can get a bottle of glitter. I have 36 different colors currently. We'll add more as we start to sell them. So check that out as well. If you do any kind of projects that require glitter, it is very pretty glitter. It's all fine glitter. It can be used for tumblers and resin and all the things that you would need glitter for. I did, you know what, Susan? I was on the phone with Bob, or on FaceTime with Bob when I was doing it. And you should have heard the noises and things he was making when I was doing it. Thank you. Yes, they are. I love the needles. Like I said, we have them in 2 different sizes, and they come in colors. There's the 3.5 inch, and then this is the 6 inch. And the 6, you get 5 of each in each pack. So 5 of the smaller ones, or 5 of the longer ones. Alright, let's get him on here. Oh, I don't know why I put that away. I need to use it. Alright, so he is going to be up top here. Alright, so I'm going to take both these wires together. I'm going to pinch them at the end, and then I'm going to take this right down through all of this mesh and everything here without looking. I'm going to wrap it around. I'm going in between the 2 rings of the wreath. There it is. And then I'm going to take those wires and separate them, and I'm going to wrap them around so that this is tied to the frame. I'm going to show you that. So there's the wires together. I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to separate them, and I'm going to pull this one over to the other side so that there's 1 wire on each side of the ring. And we're going to twist. That's it. Just like that, it's on. It is very pretty glitter. This is the pretty in pink. It's like a, I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom in. See that? My light is probably not the best for it because they shine off of it. But it's very pretty. I'm going to be doing a project with some glitter this weekend. I'll be filming for YouTube for it. I'm going to be doing covering some wine glasses. So I picked up these wine glasses from the dollar store, and I'm going to glitter the bottoms of them. So, but it's for a YouTube thing that we're doing. So yeah, you'll want to look for that. If you're not on my YouTube channel, there's a link. You can go to my link tree also. I think there's a link up there for that. And that's got links to everything. Matter of fact, I need to add some because I just got another affiliate link. And I want to add it to my link tree. Ouch, I just stabbed myself. All right. Let's see, is he sitting right? I want to make sure he's sitting right before I tie this off. He gets stuck to the mesh because of the material on his pants. Hope I'm not bleeding. I need to check. Because if I am, I need to put a Band-Aid on. Alright. I can't tell. I don't want to bleed all over the wreath. My wires got crossed here when I tried taking it off. How did I do that? Lord have mercy. Got them all crisscrossed. Don't do that. Alright, so again, we're going to take one wire, put it on the other side, pull that over. Making sure my finger's not bleeding. It's not. Let's twist. Sometimes the wires can poke you like a needle and cause you to bleed. Alright, so there we go. I need to tighten his bum so that he's sitting there like that. Alright, so there's that, okay? Man, it feels like it took forever to get to that point. Now, his hand, he had one of these cheap little felt shamrocks. I took it off. I'm going to put either a coin or I have these little glittered shamrocks. I might put one of those in his hand. I don't know. We'll get to that point in a minute. But first I want to, let's do a bow. Where are we going to put a bow? Let's put a bow like right down here, I think. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to move him out of the way for a minute. And I do have some shamrocks, some glittered foam shamrocks that we may use as well. We should have probably put the sign in too. We'll do that next. Let me grab some pipe cleaners. I'm going to get some green ones. We'll glue that in. So this sign came from the Christmas tree store when it was still open. They are not open anymore. Well, nobody's going to see it, so I'm going to leave this. There we go. Alright. Bow maker. I use the Easy Bow Stow and Go. You can get that. There's a link in my description for that as well. If you're looking for a bow maker, they have that one. They have two other bow makers, so you got a choice of bow makers. But any of my link, you should zoom in. I went and helped Susan organize her room, and mine's a mess. So I got to get busy and work on it. Alright, so move this stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. How's the view now? Okay, there. Do I want a long tail? No, probably not. So we're going to do a 12-inch tail. Roughly. Thank you. It's better? Okay. Anything to please you, my dear. This one came from, where did this come from? This one came from Deco Exchange. Probably came in my box. Alright, we're going to do a 6-inch loop. We're going to do 2 loops on each side. So you want to twist it. Hello, welcome. Making sure my finger's not bleeding after I poked it. Alright. Susan got me a nice little gadget for my camera. I can move my camera up and down and side to side now without even getting out of my chair. Alright, we're going to do that, and I think I'm going to do it so that we don't have both two long tails. We'll just do one long tail. So we're going to cut that off. I will send you guys the link to the supplies after I get done with my live. You can also go to my Amazon store, and that has all of them as well. And I have everything broke down by categories on that. I think I'm going to do 2.5, 1.5, and alternate on this bow. So what I mean is I'm going to do, this one's a 2.5 inch. Dovetail that. I like that gold in there. I might add some of that gold when I'm done. And then we're going to do a 1.5. Let's do this one. It's a remote for my camera. She got one for hers. I was going to order my own, but she ordered it before I could for me. But she had one for her camera, and it moves it. So I have a little remote right here, and I can move my camera down, up. Y'all don't want to see that mess. Right there, like that. For the Mevo, yes, the Mevo. Let's do 2 loops of that. Oh, maybe not. Let's see if we can do it. Can we do it? Another roll of ribbon down. You know what that means? Which I'm going to Sims anyway, so I was going to buy ribbon no matter what. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, we can put a link in my Amazon store for it. Alright, so this one's going to be cut right here. Those will be cut down later. We'll save that in case we want to use it for the center. So we're just doing one long tail for each ribbon. I don't need to do 2. We're going to put I'll put this one in next. Yeah, she felt like she needed to do something for me helping her, but that wasn't why I went there. I mean, I went there to spend time with her, and it just so happened that we got her organized. Believe me, she gives me more credit than I deserve. I didn't do as much as she thinks I did. She thinks I did all this work, and I really didn't. This one is going to be 5 inches. Come on. Oh my Lord, you had 3 major surgeries? Oh, yeah, I'm worried about 1. You did 3. Make sure I'm getting that in the right place. So we're gonna, like I said, just more credit than I deserve. She did a lot of work too. We had a lot of fun though. Her poor husband was probably really happy to see me go. Her granddaughter loved me, though. I played Uno with her. She left me a little note. It was so cute because I slept in her room. She has a room at Susan's, and I slept in her room. She left me a note with instructions on how to work the TV. Although she forgot to give me the code that I have to put in to watch the TV. But the sentiment was there. It was really cute. So when I left her a note. So she was real excited to get it. Susan said she read it to everybody. She made them all sit and listen to it. All right, we're going in with this last one with the shamrocks. So 1.5. I did pin a lot of it. My thumb is still recovering. I did pin a lot of ribbon. I will say that. Yeah, we did. Because, you know, Susan just takes a roll of ribbon when she's done with it and throws it. So it's not wound up. It's not, it was all over the place. So we got her organized. Now she's afraid to move anything or use anything, but I know it won't last forever, but I'm giving her grace and saying that she is doing a very good job of keeping it organized at the moment. But it's only been a week. Hey, Rachel. But I know the room will be looking like that again. And I will be making another trip, I'm sure, to get it back in order. But I do have faith in her. I think she can make it a couple of months. Pretty soon she's going to get tired of it and go, you know what? I don't have time for this. I can't do it. She's having a hard time finding things. I know that. Once you get organized, it's hard to find anything. I get it. All right, I want to finish it off with this solid one. All right, we're going to make that one there. And we're going to just do a quick little loop on each side with this one to give us a little center bow. Oh, it's already been an hour. Where does the time go? How come it goes so fast when I'm doing a live, but slow when I'm doing anything else? Somebody tell me that. I always think I have plenty of time, and then I look up and I've already been on for an hour. I don't feel like I've done anything. Oh well, if you want to stay, you'll stay. If you don't, you won't. You can catch the replay. All right, we're going to go with a zip tie. And then I think we're going to use pipe cleaners. I should have gotten 2 more. Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to take 2 pipe cleaners and I'm going to attach them together. And they are going to be what I attach to the wreath. I don't know, Susan, you might have to come and help me get my stuff organized now. I need to bring my Easter stuff up, but I do not look forward to doing that. That's hard bringing that stuff up the stairs. I have like 6 bins I need to bring up. 1, I need to go through them, and 2, I got to make some Easter wreaths. I do have a grapevine I'm going to do, hopefully, maybe this weekend. I don't know how long my grandson will be here on Saturday, but I do need to make a Easter wreath, and it seems the only time I can get a wreath done is when I do it live, so maybe if I schedule it. All right, there's our bow. I need to tighten it a little more now that I've got everything where I want it. And then I'm going to use my zip tie tool. You can get this on my supply list as well. And it just goes right in there, and I give it a couple of tugs before I really pull the trigger. And it snaps that, it makes it tight, and it cuts off that excess zip tie. So if you haven't used that, all right, I'm going to turn this around towards me for a minute so that I can see. I'm putting my bow right down here. Again, I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to, thank you, I'm going to put both of the pipe cleaners through. I'm going to bend it so they don't come off. I'm going to go right down here through my mesh and everything. Oh, wait, I want it right here. Right there. All right, now we're going to take that. It's going to smash it, but what the heck. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go on the other side. One on each side. Always want to tie off to the frame. I'm going to twist it. And we'll leave that. I go back after, make sure, because I have to adjust my cauldron and all that anyway. My pot of gold, whatever you want to call it. And now I gotta fluff my bow back out, but we'll do that later. All right. Didn't dovetail these, so I need to dovetail that. All right, we're done with that. We'll leave it for a minute. I'll go back and fix that later. Let's put our sign on. I'm going to turn around so you can see it. I got to fix my gold because it's not sitting correctly, but I will fix that. Let me move this real quick. And we're going to do our sign. Nope, wrong drawer. All right, so we're going to take a pipe cleaner and we'll do it in half. Should be long enough. Should be long enough. All right, so I'm going to take it. It's got this lip on here that's about 1.5 inches. And we're going to take the pipe cleaner, fold it in half. We're going to put that in there. I'm going to take my stapler, get the right end, and we're going to staple that onto the wood. And it's thick enough that it should be okay, and it is. And that's not how I wanted it, but that's okay. But I'm going to do another one right there. I have my little itty bitty toy hammer. Hey, hey! Sorry for the noise. Oh, you're not late. We're still here. Again, same thing on the other side. Ah, that one didn't go through. Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, it's because the pipe cleaner keeps getting in the way. Get up there. There we go. All right, now we got 2 of them in there. And that stapler is also on my supply list. Anything I use, I put on that supply list. I keep it so that you guys can find whatever I use. All right, so we're going to put the sign over here. I'm going to put it right here. All right, Lucky's going here. Needle. I'm going to put these through so that I need the shorter one because I don't have a whole lot of length on there. All right, now we're going to take that and we're going to go right through here. Starting to sweat. All right, once I get this through, come on, off the needle. Let go. Yeah, nay. Yeah, I don't like it either. I didn't like it either. I do have some greenery that we can put in. All right, why isn't this working? Because I have a knot right there. Let's move it. There's a bunch of the green ties are knotted up right there, so that's probably where they put them on. So I have to move this. Take two. We'll put it on the outside ring. So I'm not giving that too tight of a pull. And what does it do? There it is. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Get that through. I am trying to hurry it along here. Yeah, that pot of gold is sinking in more, so I need to fix that. But I think it's because I have it pulled too tight on one side. But we'll fix it. I'll get it fixed afterwards. Alright, there we go. Now, I smashed my bow. There we go. Down in there. Across the legs. There's the sign. Let's put some this one, and if you don't have these Flexi tails, Susan makes these in her shop. This should be the 12-inch one. Make sure. Oops. Or you can just drop it like I did. Anyway, Susan makes these. These are listed up there in the description as well if anyone's interested. I am going to do some tails on here. Just a couple. We'll do 2. That's 3, right? Yep. 4. We'll do 6. Anyway, these are ribbon measure cutting boards. So you wrap your ribbon around it. So I've got 6 ribbons on there. Pull it off. They flex to help you get them off. If you do it right. And then you just take and cut your ribbon at both ends. And now I have 6 12-inch pieces all the same. Again, that's linked up there in the description, and you'll find that in my link tree as well, the link to it. So we'll do 6 of those for now, and then we're going to do 6 of these because I have so much of it. So again, we're going to measure it. It's a good 12 inches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I like about this one is hers is a flexible board. It's not the hard wood that doesn't give. And it makes it easier to pull them off. She comes, you get a set of 3. A 12, a 13, and a 14 inch. And they're called Flexi tails. All right, so we're going to do 3 at a time. We're going to dovetail. All right, so I'm going to just put these in randomly. I'm going to put the 1.5 with the 2.5. Link them up together. We're going to fold them in the middle, just like you would your normal tails, and we're going to scrunch them up. And then I'm just going to randomly put these in over here. So we'll put one here. I'm using the same ties I used to tie in my mesh, and then we'll just separate these out. So you're going to have one going one way there, another going the other way over here. We'll just do that. Actually, I like them like this. We'll just do them like that. I'll fix them later, in the interest of time. So yeah, and then like I said, we're going to be doing a YouTube collaboration. There's a bunch of us that are doing some Dollar Tree projects, budget-friendly projects. So we will be putting that information out soon. Keep an eye on for that. It'll be on YouTube, so you'll be able to go. We'll share the links and everything for everybody's pages, and you can go on there and see the videos once we get them all posted. So we're supposed to go live on the 3rd with that. So I got to get my project done. Like I said, I'm doing the glasses with the glitter, so I'm going to do another one right here. So I'm putting 3 over here. If I want more, I'll add more later. I might just add in 1 of, instead of doing 2 ribbons, somewhere else, maybe around the bottom or something. But when you do it this way, you don't use as much ribbon. So we're just doing little pops over here. All right. Put this one right here, and then we might add a couple more later. I want to get the greenery in, so. And then I might, I don't know, I might add another bow. Small bow, but. Let's see, where can I put this one? Right here. I might add more ribbons in later. I don't know if it'll be a bow, but I'll put some more stuff in. Alright, there. Now let's put the greenery in. Alright, so the greenery I wanted something that looked like shamrock, clovers. So I like this, see, this one's a boxwood. Thank you. Couldn't remember. I really wanted the, I call them silver dollar eucalyptus, but I couldn't find any. But this all looks to me like it would be the clovers or shamrocks, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, that's why I chose this. And then I have some white just for color. And then I'm going to find, that was the other thing. My spring flowers are down in the garage and I could not get to them tonight. So I am going to look for some green flowers to put in here. But for now, we're just going to go with these. So I will post a picture of this once I get it done. I say I will do it tomorrow, but to be honest with you, that may not happen. But the wreath is listed if anyone's interested. You'll just have to wait to see what it looks like after tonight. But it's not going to look terrible, I can guarantee you that. Alright, so we'll go with these. These are not push-ups. but you can cut them down further to get multiple pieces out of it. So we're going to do that. So we've got these two off of one stem, and we'll keep doing that. So I got my glue pot going over here. My glue pot is also listed with my supplies. Like I said, I share with you guys all of that information. All you have to do is go to my Amazon shop or type in the word and I will send you the link. Type in the word supplies. Alright, so we're going to go and get all this in. I don't want to put it all in one place because I may run out. I want to make sure I have enough. Right now I'm going in where some of my ribbons are, so I need to make sure those ribbons are where I want them. Some of these stems are a little long. Cut those off. Alright, let's get this one here, and then I will let you guys go and I will take a look at this and see where I need to add more. And then I'm going to go look for my green flowers to put in. But I will not make y'all wait for that. I will post a picture of it when I get it done. And you'll be able to see it. Alright, so these also are not push-ups, but you can split these also. So there's 3 different places. There's 3 different stems on here. Each one has 3, so I'm just going to cut each one and we're going to use them like that. I'm going to cut these down. We're going to put these in too. So I'm just going to pick some random places to put those in. I love it too. I like designing Lucky every year. We've done it for the last, I think, 4 years now. So he's become a tradition. He's usually the only one I do for St. Patrick's Day, although I did do a swag this year because it came in my subscription box. But usually he's the only one I do, and I only do it because he usually sells, and I'm not, stuck with the St. Patrick's wreath. Alright, we'll put this one right here. Alright, this is the last one. There we go. Alright, so let me push this back forward. I'm going to fix that afterwards so that it sticks out more. So we got our pot of gold there. We got our leprechaun here. Got our sign over there with his name on it. We have our bow down at the bottom. I need to get my flowers, fill in the rest of this. It'll cover up some more of the mesh. And then maybe add in 1 or 2 more tails somewhere. And then I don't think I'm going to do the shamrock at all. And then I want to, he's got this little pad on his hand now. So let's see. Let's give him, thank you. You're so sweet. So we got this little shamrock here. I think I'm going to put that in his hand. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of that. Get my little stick going over here. Oh, Lord, I don't want that clump of glue. So we're going to take our stick and we're going to put some glue on the back. And then we're going to stick that to his hand. And hopefully it will stay. I use Gorilla Glue, by the way, if anybody's wondering. It's the only glue I use. And I've never had it fail me, knock on wood. Thank you so much. I'm going to hold them up again here for you in just a sec. Let me zoom back out. Move my camera up. There. It's a new toy. You got to play with it, right? Alright, we'll hold that on there for a second and we'll just, hopefully it won't fall off. Alright, there we go. Let's go this way. That way. So I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me and supporting me in the last year. And now that I'm getting back into doing the lives again, for you to be here, I appreciate that. Alright guys, so have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and I will see you next week.